Grand Theft Auto 6.
Finally.
Probably the... I know, right? Grand Theft Auto 6 is like, there's been leaks, everybody's talking about it. People have been playing Grand Theft Auto 5 for over a decade now. So Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in 2012. So the big news is that Rockstar Games founder Sam Houser has officially announced that a Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer is coming in early December. Ooh. And this trailer is probably going to be one of the biggest gaming events of the year.
Oh, it's going to be the most watched thing for gaming. It could be ever. Maybe the only thing that I can think that maybe competes to this is the anticipation of Cyberpunk. 12 years of development over at CD Projekt Red.
This will be bigger though.
Oh yeah, this is the only that's the only other game that I think is sitting at the table with Grand Theft Auto in terms of like anticipation for what we were going to get, even though that kind of like shut the bed at launch. But hopefully, I don't think this one will.
No, there's like so many like leaks and stuff. So officially we don't know anything about the game other than it's in development. Unofficially, we know that based on that massive leak, when Rockstar, their servers got breached and like an early code or early version, a very, very early version of the game leaked. We got info that it's set in Vice City, but modern day. So Vice City is the Florida, Miami sort of region, or GTA's take on that, and it's going to have multiple protagonists, just like GTA 5. But outside of that, it's all just based on, I guess, so Derek has looked at the financial reports for like Rockstar and Take-Two, and they're hinting that they're going to have something major next year with billions of dollars they're going to make, which points to like it being coming out next year, even though it hasn't officially been announced.
Do you think this game will come out with the Pro consoles for current generation? Well, it makes more sense to me to release this with like the PS5 Pro.
Yeah, or it's just built from the ground up for PS5 and the Series X, because it's been in development for so long, right? So odds are it's running on the existing hardware. But the big question is are they going to release it on the same time on PC as well as console? Because they haven't in the past. So, Red Dead took a while to get to PC. Red Dead 2, even GTA 5 didn't come to PC straight away. If you remember, that was on 360. Jeez, that's old. Oh my God. Xbox 360 and PS3. Yeah.
Oh, they've got to bring it to. They've got to bring it to PC at the same time. Yeah, it's a different climate now for gaming. It's like we kind of expect it, unless you're an exclusive like publisher, like I don't know, Insomniac or whatever, where you are, Sony owns you. Then I get it. I get a little bit of a gatekeepy time where PlayStation players get their game before we do, but Rockstar isn't. Rockstar is the biggest gaming publisher and developer in the world, easily. No one has bought them.
Yeah, just based on one game though, like GTA. GTA is still like in the top 10 sellers every year.
Like but it's also like
200 million copies sold.
Yeah, it's also, wasn't it the most sold individual piece of media ever or something like that?
It's getting, it's up there as, so the hype surrounding this will be, like the launch will be absolutely insane.
Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Yeah, so the trailer will, like, what are you expecting to see from the trailer? Like, it'll be like stylish as all hell. Like, that's guaranteed with Rockstar.
Yeah. I'm hoping, we're obviously going to have the same in-depth world as Red Dead Redemption 2. And I think that was grossly underappreciated when it came out. And now that it's been out for, when did that come out? That came out a while ago, didn't it?
Yeah, like probably 17, 18, something like that.
Yeah, as
Probably even before. I don't know.
over the years, gamers have, or at least on my what I look at online, they've started to appreciate some of the intricacies of that world. Like, say for example, you can watch someone build their own house, and like they'll go to work and then go do all that thing, all of like their responsibilities, and then people are like, wow, this is so in depth. Like, if you just run through the main story, most of these things you won't even appreciate or see. So you really got to slow down your gameplay to look at what has been built. So I'm assuming we're going to see a bit of that. We'll see, like, I would love to be able to, like, you go into a I don't know, a bank, and you're holding them up with like some guns or whatever. You're holding up the bank teller and you're like, throw out the money and all of that stuff. But I want it to be very intricate. I want it to be like, I don't know, more than you can already do that in Red Dead 2, but I don't know. They need to add some more finesse on top of that. I don't know where they're going to take it, but maybe a new AI system, if they incorporated AI in there somehow. I don't know. AI is a bit of a buzzword.
Well, I mean, AI in games has been a thing like since forever. And like one of the actual, so the other story for GTA 6 is that based on the leak from September 2022, so it's over a year old, and who knows how old the code was when that leaked. But somebody with that code, and obviously this is all a very, very illegal sort of area because Rockstar, clamped down and there was massive investigation into the breach and all that sort of stuff. So separate to that, somebody just looking at the code found like an AI debug menu, and there was like so many, like over 200 presets for, these are like the NPC, so characters that you can speak to, characters that are part of the story, as well as like, pedestrians and bystanders and people just driving around and doing their sort of thing. And based on like some of the titles that they saw, for the AI, like, there's one thing called procedural motion. So then, so their animation will be like dynamically based on what's happening around them. So then it's not just going to be like the standard. Everybody's not going to be just using the same walking and 5 or 6 walking animations. It's all going to be procedurally generated.
That's fantastic. You finally have people of different heights and all of that
and there's
stuff.
Like AI will have like an emotional component to them. So with the animation, so the animation will have like an emotional component. So if they're angry, they'll walk different. Like, their emotion will factor into their procedural animation. It all sounds pretty insane if this is all going to be in the game. So another one was like AI memory and persistent character like tags. So then NPCs or other characters will remember what you've done, and things like that. So, and that leads into the policing system. So there's like a wanted history and full arrest info and more detailed. So then, if you get pulled over for like speeding or like, if you've done something, then the cops will say like, hey, you've done this crime, and so there's outstanding warrants for your arrest, or
they'll run your plates or whatever.
This is your third strike and you're out, sort of thing, which would be really, really cool. There's factions mentioned, like gangs. And,
that's all very, like, that's great. This is, I mean, it is impressive, but I don't know if that's like, oh, you need to go out and get GTA 6 to experience this. It's like, I think once this stuff comes out, we could probably see mods for GTA 5 having the same thing. Like, I hope that there needs to be a big reveal. There needs to be something that's like jaw-dropping for GTA 6. Like
they've got like the animal stuff from Red Dead Redemption 2, unless it's like leftover code, but like taming animals, animal AI. And because, like in Red Dead 2, like, animals would have like migration patterns and they would behave realistically. So like, like being in Florida based, there'll be like, swampland or whatever there is with like animals.
Get a chameleon.
It'll be cool. Like, I think like the trailer will show, it'll be like cinematic, and it'll just like show like slice of life stuff of like, people like doing their thing in GTA world.
But how is that different from Red Dead 2?
Well,
that's just reskinned.
Be more detailed.
Yeah, yeah, but does that warrant you going and buying the game?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like it just as long as it's a new GTA, you'll go buy it.
Yeah, I mean that's not very good on their behalf. Yeah, of course I'm gonna buy it, but like, but I want the game. There needs to be, you know what I'm saying? There needs to be something more than this. This sounds
Something
like
different,
everything that's in Red Dead Redemption 2. And if you, and not you specifically, Costa, but like the listeners out there, if it's not obvious to you by now, the Red Dead Redemption series is reskinned to GTA.
Well, it's the same engine, yeah.
Yeah, it literally reskinned GTA, and in between Grand Theft Auto games, they've been testing whatever they want on Red Dead Redemption 2. This tech is going to be very good, but I'm gonna need more than this to meet my expectations for Grand Theft Auto 6. Then the NPCs walk around with emotion.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Well,
that's
but like,
okay.
I think
But like
NPCs remembering.
yeah, but they do
like,
that
this
in
could be
Red
cool.
Dead 2. This is and
Yeah.
that came out in 2017.
Mm.
So what they're repackaging old tech.
Well, yeah, okay.
you hear what I'm saying? Like, come on. We need something more than this. GTA 6 is the most anticipated game of all time.
Yeah. This is all just like underlying systems, so like
Yeah.
that'll just make the world feel more realistic.
All right, what do you think the WoW
I think-
moment is then? What do you think the WoW could be?
Like, well, I mean, what could they do real like other than make it just look and feel better, like more
I don't
realistic?
know. Before in between Red Dead 1 and 2, there was a significant leap in the intricacies of the world. Like I
Yeah,
think we previously talked about how it would be cool if I could jump on a microphone and like yell at NPCs through my mic or something like that. Through the inclusion of like a large language model or something that allows me to have dynamic conversations with NPCs through my mic. That would be, if they debuted something like that kind of technology, I would be like, this is absolutely incredible and has met my expectations for GTA 6.
Yeah, I think like something like that would be like the next GTA, because like you have to factor in that this game has been in development for like 6 years.
Yeah.
And this technology didn't exist 6 years ago. So unless they're not Star Citizen, they're not going to just rechange or like, change directions every year or so.
That's fair enough.
Like it's going to be like a huge game regardless. Yeah, like I think like maybe there will be something that'll be a hook.
It has to be. I just
the
don't
thing
want
is-
to. I don't want it to be called GTA 5.5 or whatever.
Or
Like
feel
this-
like an expansion, like
Yeah, I don't
the
want it to
original
feel like
Vice
that.
City was an expansion.
I want
like,
it to-
it was
Just come out of nowhere and just go, here is the game that everyone has been waiting for. Here's next gen technologies that are noticeably different from previous games. Even Red Dead 2. Like I want to. This game, if I was to predict it, it's gonna feel like Red Dead 2 reskinned in Grand Theft Auto. But I want it to be more than that. That's not my expectations. That's what that. My
I think that's
expectations are high for it. They're very high, but I don't want it to be that.
The thing is, like, on PC, Red Dead 2 is still one of the most stunning visual games and like immersive games because of just how much detail there is in the world. Right. So if they do that for GTA, like, that's good enough for me.
You'll wait 12 years for a game that's essentially going to be reskinned
haven't even
from a
waited
2017 title.
I'm not hugely attached to GTA.
Neither am I.
I've
I've never even played 5. I haven't even played 5.
I've played through 5, and it is a cool game, and Red Dead 2 as well. But like, I buy into the hype every cycle, like
Every 12
but
years.
I'm not like hanging like for the next GTA.
I don't know. I just want it to be so good. I want it to come out with next gen technologies that are like, this is what we've been waiting for. And but I don't want to play the game and then be like, oh, this feels exactly the same as Red Dead 2 from 2017 with no noticeable real noticeable differences where I'm like, oh, that's so different. Oh wow, that's huge. I hope there's stuff like that. I really do. I'm sure Rockstar's sitting on something. I think they are. They'd have to be. They know that it's the most anticipated game of all time.
Yeah, I know. They get like the trailer's going to be like amazing. Like just the way it's cut, the music choices, because they're just in
And Vice
their own
City.
level. Yeah.
You're going to have a lot of good tracks. I remember seeing rumors that Joe Rogan was going to have like a permanent...
Like on the radio.
Yeah,
like
on the
podcast.
radio. Yeah. I'm like, that would be awesome. If you could just be cruising around in a car, just listening to Rogie speaking to Mike Tyson or whoever, just cruising around like, that would be cool.
That would be cool. Like exclusively for the game. That would be pretty
Yeah.
big.